Stop right there. Yeah, you. If you like all things entertainment, current events, or Hollywood, then look no further. Creator to Creators, hosted by director Meosha Bean of Horror Noir, interviews filmmakers and creatives from around the world. Join in on the fun, guest celebrities, and informative information to have as a creator. Hit subscribe and stay connected to Creator to Creators.
Now, if you could be managed by, any artist, living or dead, who would it be and why?
Who managed? Oh, gosh. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Dr. Dre.
Oh, it's a good one.
And the reason why is because he don't miss. Everybody that he like physically put his hands on, his fingerprints on, is here to stay. So yeah.
Yeah, he's figured out he's got the blueprint, as they say.
Yeah.
He's figured it out.
He got the formula.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of, that now, what do you think it, for to keep staying relevant? Because it's, this is such a, nowadays music is how it's it's digested, with the younger generation. Now it's like on to the next, on to the next. Our attention span is so short. Like, what do you think is the key to longevity for artists today?
Sheesh. You gotta have your own formula, your own niche of what you do, and also be able to incorporate what's going on at the time. So if you can just keep what you're doing true to you, and then you can just incorporate a little bit of the new stuff that's going on, that will always keep you around. Especially a lot of new artists as well, because even the different music they be putting out, that should be fire.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it seems like you have to stay kind of relevant with the times and what's kind of happening now, but also, still having yourself in it as well. But I'm sure that could be incredibly, you have to really be in on the TikToks and all the social media stuff, which seems like another job, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, that is definitely another job in itself, or just pay, because I'm pretty sure everybody got nieces and nephews, and once you just see what they doing all the time, you just hearing what they influenced by, and they only be like, okay, I see your way.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. I love that. I'm curious, you know, has there been, and I love talking to people about their journey because I feel like in this journey, there's always ebbs and flows, ups and downs. Like you just never know. But what keeps you going through those tough times?
At the end of the day, I'm doing this for me. Like, I appreciate all the fan support. I appreciate every like, comment, share, download, stream. Like, I love it. That also pumps me to do it. But without that, before that, I was doing this for me. When no one ever heard the very first song that I wrote, I was
Wow.
doing it for me. So as long as you keep doing what you love for you, then everything else is just it just comes with it.
Wow. That's interesting. Yeah, you have to. You really have to just keep going because you just really never know. You never know. Do you feel like hip hop or just music and it's like itself has changed for the better and in favor of the artist? Because you hear about the artists now, like a lot of them are saying, you got to have your masters, you got to have control of your music because the big corporations can, which are great, they're great to partner with, but also they can steal your music. And it's the same thing of what Jay-Z said, you don't want to just get rich and die broke, which a lot of artists ends up doing. um, do you feel that things are getting better and more like we're moving in a direction where things are more in favor of the artist?
Tad bit, small steps, baby steps, but that's what took the love and the passion out of the music is when like the big corporations, even though it's no issues with them, because like I told you, I have my pros and my cons with everything,
Yeah.
but they come in clearly as business, certain things that have to be done a certain type of way, and then like the general music people will make out of love or just because that's their life, they don't make that anymore. Now they try to make competitive music because that person's making this type of music. I want to make this type of music as well. So, no, stick to what you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You absolutely stick to it. I love that. you said Boss Talk, right? It gained its significant, a lot of attention, especially with its feature on DMX mixtape. How did that collaboration unfold and what did it mean to you?
That was heavy because growing up, I was always a big DMX fan. Like I told you, right here in the tri-state, we're influenced by everybody around. So New York is right there, and I got a lot of family in New York. Shout out to New York. And DMX, he was a heavy hitter at that time, and it still is. Bless him. And I reached out to him,
Yeah.
and I think we had a couple of mutual partners, but I reached out to him, and like a real one, he replied back.
Nice. Love
So,
that.
yeah, we had a couple of genuine conversations talking about how I did come songs to and like tribute of him. I played it. It was fire. It's like, man, that's dope. We should do something. And they tell me you got the mixtape that's dropping. You feel me? If I want to put one of my songs on there, send it on through. And I was like, well, shit, that's good timing.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
definitely.
yeah, I sent them that original Boss Talk, and then that did crazy numbers. And I dropped before the album Alpha Male 3. That's what that's on. And
Nice.
then yeah, that was decent as well. But Boss Talk 2 is on Alpha Male 4. So
Hey.
we'll listen to 3 and then come and listen to 4 and then talk.
I love that. I mean, DMX. I mean, my goodness, like, RIP. I mean, one of the best, one of the greatest ever do it. And he
Absolutely.
seemed like he was super hyped, like he was super conscious rapper. And I love when artists can be on like a higher consciousness because I mean, there's so much music now you hear and then you're just like, you feel like, what did I just listen to? I don't feel like I've gained any type of knowledge, but that's
Yeah,
just
he
me.
was one of them. I had to.
Yeah.
I shot him out on my a song again. That's on the album as well. I shot him out on that as well too. So
Nice.
he's that different. He's one of those wide range of artists. When you go in there, you're gonna get more than what you bargained for. You're
I
like I did.
bet.
Yeah, I did not know I came for a concert. Came for a church. I came for a block party. All in one album.
I think that's awesome. Tell me tell me more about your entertainment company, Alpha Male Entertainment, and what role does it play in your career? I mean, that's really cool that you have that. Like, what made you say, yeah, I want to start my entertainment company?
Started doing a lot. I started doing the skits. I started doing commercials. I did the URL commercial for Al Capone Cigarillo, and then I started doing movies, little short films around Delaware.
Nice.
Started expanding. So I was like, you know what? Since I'm in entertainment, I got to put everything underneath one umbrella and just come reach me. So
Love that. I love that.
along with
That's
the,
so
the
cool.
rapping, the performing, the movies, and the commercials. Like I said, I write songs as well. So R&B songs, hip hop songs, whatever pop songs. Like I'm very versed.
Love that. What advice would you give to artists out there or just people that are trying to get into this industry of this entertainment?
Find your niche. Is the only thing I can say because it's nothing worse than hearing a new artist that have a hot song that sounds like a very familiar artist that also has another hot song. So it's like, come on, buddy. Like, if you can make a hot song based on you and who you are. Don't try to come out and sound like someone else and all that. That's just watered down.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely. Stay true to yourself because I mean if you know like no one can be a carbon copy of you, only you can be yourself and I think that's what sets everyone apart. If people would just be themselves, I think a lot of people go further in anything that, whatever career that you choose. Absolutely. But I think a lot of people feel like they have to be like a certain people that are already on,
Yeah,
quote
just to
unquote.
keep them. But then it's no evolution after that because now you're waiting for that person to evolve in order for you to do something new. So it's like
Right.
now you back lost at square one.
Exactly. It's the weirdest thing. It's very interesting. Yeah. Oh man. Would you say that um, you know, as an well, I don't know, would you label yourself as an independent artist?
Yes.
Now, now when a lot of people hear that, they're like, oh, but I think it's absolutely freeing to be an independent artist because you have more freedom and, versus like, and there's nothing wrong with being, on a label, which is great because they have the machine backing you up. But do you feel like, as an independent artist, do you have to work, I guess, 3 times as harder to get your stuff out there even more on to be recognized? And how
As far,
difficult is it for
as far as the recognition, absolutely, it's definitely hard work because obviously the people with the machines, they're gonna be pushing their artists, so they're gonna have a lot of the bigger lights, obviously. And it's nothing wrong with signing to a big label. Like I wouldn't mind signing to a big label, just if everything is aligned, if everything is right, and we can come to terms and make something happen. Then yes, absolutely. But until then, um, being creatively free, without no real obligations or timelines or deadlines. So you're free as far as that as well. So yeah, it has its benefits, but like I said, with everything, it's pros and its cons.
Yeah, you see, I'm not gonna say exactly a lot of certain artists now that who are at a certain level. I mean, I think we all kind of know what's going on in the music world, and on a certain level, we see certain artists like Bad on the person who works for Bad Boy Records. But you think those people like that, you think, is it the person, or do you think it's the machine influence that kind of, I guess, kind of gets a little murky over time? I feel like people don't start out wanting that kind of success. I think it's just they want to make good music. But I feel like as time goes on, you have to play the game in order to stay, on top,
Gotcha.
unfortunately.
And that's the business side of things.
Yeah,
You work,
right.
you want to do one part of it is because that's the love, but then it's a business side of it. If you want to sign with someone else who is invested into you, and if you're not mentally prepared to do that and go through that, then this is not the game for you.
Yeah,
But it's
right.
hard. It's hard telling somebody that when you put a bag in front of them and they're like, "Ah, shit, it's time for this
You,
today."
it's interesting about that. I actually had I had a situation when I signed on to a company when I first started my career in film. I met this one of the top music video directors who I'll keep nameless because he's still working. Um I was working for his company for about 6 months and everything was great and I was getting paid a lot of good money, and I got to a point where it just was, the environment was not right, and I had to like make a choice, and it put a lot of money in front of me. I mean, money that I've never seen like that in my life, and I had to make a choice of, okay, do I want to take this money and skyrocket with this company and be the thing that I've always wanted to be, or do I want to have my integrity and still have my voice so that I can feel more comfortable to sleep at night? And of course, it's going to take a little longer, but the benefit, and I
Gotcha.
had to walk away. And I remember him telling me, like, he's like, good luck with, your career. You're going to need me. In the end, I was like, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do it without you. So
Some
I kept
people
my
be wrong.
promise.
I do too. But that's just what it is. Like it's just like work, like anything else. If you're gonna sign up to one of these companies to try to
Yeah.
secure that bag, it's just like going to work as a teacher, going to work as a custodian. You're gonna be doing things and dealing with people that you don't want to do and environments that you don't want to be in. So everything is gonna have its slight difficulties. But once again, it's up to you. What can you stand? How much can you stand? And then you make a decision that's beneficial for you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Is there so now that this is out, are you performing it anywhere? Are there any shows coming up soon?
I got a few that's on the line right now. I'm trying to confirm those dates. So as soon as I do, then I'll definitely be posting on my Instagram, alphamale_ENT. So yeah, I have a lot of things cooking right now. Back to
That's
back.
exciting.
Yeah, magazine placements already. So everything is popping off with this.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So actually I have a question. Is there a moment that, like, say in your career, that kind of um like, whether it's an interaction with a fan or somebody that listens to your music, like a moment you remember, one of your most memorable moments, maybe performing or whatever, that you have a fond memory?
Hmm. It's a lot of memories. It's always memories. and the fun with all of them. You know, some of the best memories that stick out to me is during the downtime. You know, every artist goes through a period of time where they're not releasing any kind of music and stuff like that. And then you get that one random fan mail that just sticks out to you, that it's like encouragement. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let me get back on the horse and put some stuff out.
I love that.
Those are the moments that really drive me the most.
I love that. Yeah. I mean, I think those are, it's just like, okay, well, this is why I do it. Like someone feels good about, like I made someone's day just by them listening to my song or.
And it's not during the height of a new release when everybody's always hitting you up, blowing you up. But
yeah,
downtime when that wave go down and no one's looking for anything at the moment, who's still listening to your music? And when they reach out to you, that's what hits different.
I love that. That's beautiful. Where can people find you on social media so they can follow everything you have coming up?
Oh man, Alpha Male _ENT. That's on Instagram. Facebook, Hammaz on Deck. You know, I'm all over the social media sites, so just follow me on those two for right now.
All right. Yeah.
Everything that's going on.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. It was lovely to chat with you.
Oh, the pleasure is mine. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, thank you again, and definitely come back in the future. Well, come back anytime.
I'm always looking forward to it. When I drop my next single, Pee Wee Kirkland, then I'll spin the block and talk about that as well.
Awesome. Thank you all for listening, and always remember to live, love, laugh. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Cause it's lit, yeah, and we all play with them sticks, yeah. Curry and Clay, we don't miss, sending them blitz, I'm with the shits, yeah. Diamonds be hugging my bitch, yeah. Drown when I put on this drip, yeah. Flying and flowing the whip, we in the mix, I'm with the shits.
In effect with a Mac in the text, go back on your chest, don't relax on the steps. It's P90X, do more than just flex. My steppers be stepping when it ain't no more step. I'm Hammaz.